Hey everybody, it is first thing in the morning down here in the fish room, at least from the fish's point of view. It's usually about 10 o'clock when I come down here and get the lights turned on, and I always start by getting the top lights turned on my waterfall tank here, and it kind of gives the rest of the room a little time to get used to the idea that the sun is coming up and it's about to get really bright in their tanks. And so after about 10 minutes I'll go ahead and turn the other lights on. But this morning I was noticing that my waterfall tank seems to be really low considering how recently I just topped it off. And as I was walking around the tank, I noticed that there was some water in the back. I was actually moving a fan back here because the room felt sort of damp and I don't get a lot of air circulation back here. While I was getting the fan set up, I noticed that not only is this tray got a lot of water in it, this tray is almost full. My carpet is wet. And I've got water that's actually dripping off of this corner. I've just got this bucket set up with this on here now to make sure it goes into the bucket. But the carpet was all wet down here. And I am now getting a lot of dripping. I shot a video not long ago where I was getting a little bit of dripping coming off of here. And I was kind of hoping it would sort of seal itself. And it did. It was only a matter of a couple of days and I didn't have any more dripping going on. And here now we've got back to where I've got a lot of dripping going on. So I don't know what to do about it. The only thing I could really realistically do would be shut down the whole waterfall. The idea that I can find the leak and seal it that's not realistic. If that's the case, we're tearing this whole thing down and I'll try to build something new next year. And in the meantime, we'll just have a 40-gallon tank sitting in the middle of my floor. But I don't know what to do about this yet. I'm just now finding out about this. My regular viewers will know that whenever I see something like this, I just grab the camera and start shooting. So I haven't really given it a lot of thought yet. I don't really know exactly what I want to do about this. This is the third time now that I've had leaks come off of this, and in both other situations, they eventually just sort of worked themselves out. I don't know if the crud, that grows in an aquatic environment just grows into wherever the leaks are and just kind of plugs the holes, or what's going on. And I also don't know why I'm getting leaks. I haven't done anything to cause it. The last time I got leaks in here was when I got in there and was sort of tugging on some of the plants, and I think maybe some of the roots might have grown down through the rubber. I've got, this is basically made out of spray foam, expandable foam, and then I've coated it with silicone rubber. And if those roots grow through that rubber, I don't think the water would leak through as long as the root was basically still plugging the hole that it created. It's, it's going to be a watertight hole as it grows its way through. But if I'm in there yanking and tugging and pulling on it, that could certainly open up a gap where any root that's gone through will allow water to go through too. But I have not been in here. I haven't done anything to this other than a water change a few days ago, and yet I'm suddenly getting all kinds of leaking going on, and I'm not sure exactly why or what's going on with that. So like I said, maybe I'll see if I can't do something about maybe get some of the water that's coming over on this side. I'm getting a lot of dripping coming down here. Maybe I'll see if I can do something about that and keep the water over here. But I think my leak is back here somewhere. That's always been my suspicion, is somewhere back in this area is where that leak comes through. But I don't know. This foam thing is so big, and because it's foam and porous, the leak could be up here, and that water could make its way, who knows how the water makes its way all the way through. So wherever it's weeping out at the bottom is not necessarily indicative of, it's right on the other side of that is where it's weeping through from the front. So again, there's just no way I will ever be able to get in there and find out where that leak is, if for no other reason, because all these plants that are now rooted into it, there's just no way I can get them out without pretty much destroying the thing in the process. I always knew this was going to be temporary when I built it. I kind of just built it for fun, and honestly, I've enjoyed it so much that it's lasted a lot longer than I anticipated it lasting. I figured I'd only leave it up for a season or two, and it's actually been here over a year now. So maybe time to start thinking about something new. I don't know, but I'm going to get into getting that water cleaned up, and then we'll just sort of keep our eye on that leak and keep monitoring it and see what happens from there. So make sure you're subscribed and you won't miss that or anything else I've got coming up. And don't forget, this one here, of course, is my waterfall tank. So thanks for watching, and I will see you real soon on the next one.